Just going to talk about keto. And actually, I'm getting ready to have my breakfast now. While I was sitting here setting everything up, so I thought I'd run into the kitchen and make me something to eat. I'm going to talk a little bit about Carb Manager. And as you join in, just list who you are and where you're from. But this morning for my breakfast, I'm having some, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can show it to you. It looks like a big meal, but it's not very many carbs at all. Actually, as I'm sitting here, I'm going to put it into Carb Manager just to get an idea of how many carbs I'm having and give you an idea also. What app do you use to track? List who you are and where you're from. And what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to have my breakfast. I got a little hungry, so I decided I would just, have my breakfast while I'm talking. And I'm going to be talking about tracking your macros, calories, that type of thing while you're on the ketogenic diet. Now, I've been trying a new bread, and it's a keto white bread. Here it is here. And this is by France. And this bread is very good. It's zero carb. And I actually like the way it tastes. There is another zero carb bread that I tried, but it tasted like cardboard. This one here is a little bit better. Anyhow, for my carb manager, I'm allowed 20 gram net carbs daily. So whenever you have your meal, just put it into your tracker. Keep track of what you're eating. And what I like to do is I like to journal. So I'll write it down first, and then when I get time, I'll put it in. But I'm interested in seeing, what I'm having this morning. So I will go to, and I usually start tracking at lunch since it's close to lunchtime for me, 11 o'clock. And there, so I will put, let's see. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen, but I am going to, let me continue on with my carb manager. So I'm going to put in that I'm having the bread, which is the keto white bread. And if you will, just list what tracker do you use, or do you track your meals? Some people, they may do keto good enough where they don't have to track their meals and everything, but I do. I have to track my meals in order to make sure I'm getting the macros right. There was a time when I was doing more dirty or the lazy keto, and I didn't track my meals. I just kind of guesstimated. I guesstimated a lot, but I did pretty good at that. So for the keto white bread, it's carbs. So I'm just going to add that on there. And then I have 1.5 pieces of bacon. 1.5 pieces of bacon that I'm going to be eating. I have half an avocado, and I have one fried egg. And that is my breakfast. And guessing, I would say that's no more than about maybe 2 or 3 carbs for this total meal. So that's why I like to track the net carbs. When I first started out on keto, the longest time I tracked total carbs, and I lost more weight faster counting the total carbs. But here lately, since I have lost, 120 pounds on the keto, I'm more counting the net carb. I get to eat a little bit more, and plus it satisfies me more. Sometimes I feel like I don't get enough calories, or I know I don't get enough calories. I start feeling sick to the stomach a little bit. So you want to make sure that you get enough calories and you're eating enough food on the keto diet, because this diet tends to make you lose your appetite. Sometimes you really do have to make yourself eat on this diet. So I'm still tracking. I'm talking as I'm going along, though. If you have any questions, oh, hi. I'm glad you're here, Sister Glenda. I have been on the keto diet for 1 month, and I'm doing good. I don't track my meals. I haven't eaten yet today. That's good. So it sounds like you're doing intermittent fasting. That's good. What if you're doing intermittent fasting? Kind of what's your eating pattern? Me, I don't have a set eating pattern. Most of the time, 16 and 8. Sometimes I may do 20 and 4. It just depends on what me and my husband are doing for the day because we're gone, as much as we can go. We like to get out. We like to ride and, walk. I like to walk in different spots and stuff and record. So he lets me do that. So I got the bread down here and I want to put in the fried egg. Let's see here. For me, the tracking helps me keep better idea of what I'm eating, and I can also plan my meal. Sometimes I may want to have something certain. Like this morning, I woke up and I wanted to have actually keto pancakes and the syrup, but after I looked at the container with the pancakes, it's 5 net carbs for 2 pancakes. So I decided against that since I'm only having 20. I'll treat myself to something like that on a Sunday. Then I'll have pancakes. So, I'll count those carbs and everything in. So I know that I'll have a big meal, which will be, closer to the afternoon, 1 or 2 o'clock. And then I'll have maybe a small meal or a salad or something I'll add in later on, around 5 or 6. And then I'll be through for that day with my meal. But that's when I like to, mostly Sundays are like an old man for me. And then I have the fried egg, half an avocado, and like I said, 1.5 pieces of bacon. But that's one of the things on the diet. See, I thought I was hungry, but now as I'm sitting here talking, I've already kind of, lost my appetite. Not lost it, but a lot of times I have to make myself eat. So, you may run into this problem on the keto diet. It's a good problem to have. Believe that, a good problem to have. Now, I still do sometimes use Fitness Pal, but since I started using Carb Manager, I really like the way that it breaks everything down for you. You can look and you can see the total, net carbs that you are allowing yourself for the day. Then it will show you the amount total carbs, I guess, that you would be allowed for the day. Then it has on here fiber, it shows fat, it shows protein, and then it shows calories. So things are very, very handy, when you are on the keto diet. It's showing your macros, and the macros, what you'll be interested in is going to be your fat, your carbohydrates, and your protein. Now, what I have found has been working really, really well for me here lately is I have been aiming to eat more of my protein. Need 2 meals a day. Yeah, it does. It varies for me too. Some days I may have 1 meal, like I say, 1 meal a day, and some days I have 2 meals. So it just really depends on the appetite. But this bread, the keto white bread, it comes in handy. Normally I bake my breads. I have it now, and it's handily available, and that's what I like about it because it's readily available. It's something easy that you can get in meals, may spread out, just a little bit longer day instead of me just eating like the 1 meal at a time. Hi, Myri, how are you? Good to see you here too. Instead of just eating everything, like trying to complete my meal, or spread that meal out. And if I have a certain frame to eat, then I kind of just spread that meal out to have it eaten during that time. So a lot of times I may have just 1 meal a day, but it's taken me so long to eat that meal. But I do try and keep it within my eating window. Hmm. It does. Food prepping helps a lot. My usual day for food prepping is on Sunday afternoons or on an early Monday morning. And what I do is, especially on Sundays, that's my main day for cooking, and I'll make more of what I'm making, so I have it's left through the week. Like last week, I had cauliflower rice, and so cauliflower and rice kind of came like my main staple last week, and I spread that out through the week, and it lasted really well. And then we had lamb chops. I just added like pork, lamb chops, and I made that as part of a meal prep probably around Wednesday, and that lasted till for a few days for me and my husband. So we had lamb chops and um, what was it, the cauliflower fried rice, and then I added in something else simple, some green beans, or you can make your meal stretch, and meal prep, like I say, is easy. And always have your menu plan for the week. If you don't meal prep, have a plan. That helps a whole lot. I completed one full week on keto today. I know you told me. I was so excited for you. She was trying to get out of one of the my followers here and a friend. She was trying to get out of the 190s, and she said she started, journaling and listening, trying some of the diet tips and information I gave her. Now she's out of the 190s. She's down in the 180s, and I'm so happy for her. So if you